But Jose found the buyer through Zillow. He was using, I think he just posted directly onto Zillow. And he's had I know sometimes people have some issues posting on Zillow.
Zillow is funky sometimes.
Yeah.
They're starting to get a little bit more strict on their listings for sure.
So so one of the things, I just set up was, Show Mojo. And
what is that?
So Show Mojo is a syndication site that does a number of different things. But it allows you to help scheduling showings and do lockbox stuff, all this and that. So I actually have some neat stuff. But one of the things it does is it's a syndication site that will syndicate to different websites like apartments.com, rentals.com, but also to Zillow and realtor.com.
But do you know if it's syndicating? Because we're in there's no category on these sites that allow you to post a house, or very rarely allow you to post a property as a rent to own or a lease purchase or a lease option. So do you know if Jose or Show Mojo was posting this as for sale or for rent? Or
That's a good question. So Zillow, I do know Zillow and realtor.com. You have to be very careful how you post the ad. You can't put in the headline, rent to own, blah, 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 right? They'll flag that. And I don't know why. But so you've got to
even with the contract on the property too.
Yeah, you got to kind of bury it in the description.
Right. Which could be frustrating sometimes because we get a lot of buyers that, hey, is that still for rent or is that still for sale? And it is a lot of education. So
and explain to them it's rent to own.
Yeah. So So anyway.
So you got that buyer. The buyer had 700 FICO scores. Good income, had his own business for a while, but obviously didn't show enough on his Schedule C, on his tax return.
So in this case, he needed maybe this next
he just needed to be able to file enough
adequately.
Yeah, for 2020.
You see that on a lot of 1099s, and I don't blame them. They underreport their income, right? And that's great, because they don't have to pay as much in taxes, but when they need to finance a major purchase like a home, the income's not on the books, right? So and the lenders need 2 consecutive years of a 1099, and they average the 2 together, right? And then divide by 12. So a lot of times with the 1099 guys is their income is phenomenal, their credit could be phenomenal, but they're not reporting enough on their taxes, and that's an easy fix, because you usually during our 12-month lease period or 18-month lease period, we can just have them file correctly, and sometimes you can even go back and amend your income, right, Sean, in certain situations, and then they'll have the income, because lenders require your credit score, they look at your credit history, and they look at your debt to income, right?
Absolutely. And so that was his case. He just needs to show enough for 2020,
right?
And then for this year for 2021. So they love the house. The homeowner was actually moving to the Philippines. So Jose got $23,500 on that house, and needless to say, he thinks this is the best thing in real estate ever. He sent me an email. He said, "I'm starting to like this lease option stuff." He had tried to wholesale. Which all of you wholesalers out there, man.
I think against wholesaling, it's just it's tough. It's tough. It's a lot of competition.
It is a beast. Which that's a whole episode. There. But anyway, so again, both these deals that I was talking about with Jose were lease option assignments. Again, that's what we specialize in. And I know we've only briefly touched on it, but we'll do an episode just specific on lease options in 3 different types.
So did he have to assess the repairs of these properties? Did he ask the sellers their mortgage information? Did he have to lowball them?
Nope, no need to estimate repairs. No need to negotiate.
Wow.
No need to do anything.
Wow.
House is move-in ready, baby. Move-in ready. Yeah.
So it was a win-win-win. So the seller got full market price. The buyer's got a house that they otherwise wouldn't be able to own.
Yep.
They're not getting a bargain, but they're paying a premium for that lease purchase, but they're not overpaying, because when they get financing, the lender's going to order their own appraisal, and the lender's not going to loan more out on a house than what it's worth, right? So our buyers are paying a premium for that lease purchase deal, but they're not getting ripped off. And with an owner finance, even, the seller's the bank, they could charge whatever as for the sales price, charge whatever interest. So it really is. That's why I gravitated towards lease options, is because the seller wins. We're all on the same team. The seller gets what they want. The buyer gets a house they otherwise wouldn't be able to own, and we make a small profit.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of the Lease Option Experience. I hope you got a lot of information out of that episode. Again, if you have any questions about lease options, email us questions@leasingtobuy.com. Again, that's questions@leasingtobuy.com. And again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a thumbs up on any platform that you're listening to or watching us on. Again, questions@leasingtobuy.com. And if you haven't, again, go to leaseoptionclasses.com. Get all your free downloads, a lot of great information, including the steps of lease option, my lease option calculator, my seller price sheet, and even my comparison sheet. And again, that's leaseoptionclasses.com. And we've got a lot more training videos there as well. And you can even learn more about the Lease Options 2.0 training information. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next episode.